Many weeks ago now, I made the trip over to Blackpool, and while I was there, I did make some impulse purchases for some merchandise, and after getting back, I pretty much left it in the cupboard and forgot I owned it whatsoever. And given that Thorpe Park this weekend seems to be a write-off for me, given that Thorpe Park have unfortunately announced the delay of Hyperia again, I thought this week's video clearly isn't going to be Hyperia, given I made one last week, and while thinking about what videos I could make, went into the wardrobe and actually saw that I did buy the coaster cutout at Blackpool and thought, why not make a video on it? Because it did cost me £26.95 from what I could see on this label, so it isn't the cheapest thing in the world, but I thought why not make a video on it, given that I did in fact buy one while I was out in Florida of an IMAscore train, and I'll be honest, I was really impressed with it. So I thought I'll try the ones that they've got for Blackpool Pleasure Beach, clearly the same company, just a different train, to see if it's worth the money to buy it. And it may be a shambles of a video, given that it's going to be hilarious watching me do on camera. Because of my eyes being the way they are, I often find myself really having to squint and read into instructions. What better to do than do it while on camera? But what I'll do is I'll put my phone on the phone stand to my left, hopefully, and try and record a time lapse. Given how often I get things wrong on this channel, this might also be an absolute shambles, but I guess we'll go along for the ride, and at the end it'll cut to either a complete wooden cutout train of the big one, or a pile of snapped bits of wood that I've clearly had an absolute nightmare trying to assemble. But we'll see, I guess that's the excitement in today's video. So then, I have hopefully cut the camera over to the one by my, facing the desk, which the framing looks dreadful, but I guess we'll move. And in the box it comes with an instruction manual and a very well kept in there we go, piece of laser cut wood where we've got 4 panels of it, so hopefully it won't take me too long. And it does actually look very nice. But now we'll cut through to a time lapse and you'll either see me losing my mind or creating something that looks quite cool. Fingers crossed it's the second one. So then, what feels like a millennium later, mainly because I did my typical thing of getting excited pushing things together and then had to go back because I put things on the wrong way round and much more than that. I also had times where I'd put bits on as I jumped down the steps instead of gone left to right. However, it must have been easy to make as I have made it and didn't break it. The only issue I did have is one of these restraints I can't seem to be able to push in, like with the pins. It's not that the brute force isn't working because they're folded in as though it's to push into the gap. It's purely probably I've just done something wrong. I'll try and fix it after finishing this recording. However, I have to say, it does not look too bad whatsoever. It is actually really nice. I really like the little detailing you've got on the side, as well as it really does match the big one's trains. You've got the little detailing on the bottom piece there. And although I did, as you'll probably see in the time lapse, mess this up an awful lot, for the price point of £26.95 I think that says, I have to say I think this is actually worth the money, mainly because I think these make great display pieces, and it's cool to see Blackpool partnering with companies to make stuff like this. I've also bought the Nano Coaster, which I'll probably do in a future video, but I have to say, very much worth the money, even though making it did take me what felt like a century. But I hope you did enjoy this video. I know it wasn't exactly like I usually do with ranking videos or looking into things. I just thought it'd be nice to sort of switch things up, especially given that this week's video was kind of thrown out last minute, given that I won't be able to make a video on my review of Hyperia, because now the park has announced that it won't be open. But I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did enjoy this video, please do like and subscribe. It really does make the world of difference and really does help this channel out. I've absolutely been amazed with the amount of interaction I've had recently, and it's so great to see, and it really does mean so much to me. So thank you all very much, and I'll see you all in the next one.